Welcome back to Arkham Reactor, folks. We are doing, technically for me, song number 2 on the album because we heard the other 2 singles before. And the song is called Inferno. And to me, if you've got a song called Inferno, then pardon the pun, but it just must be fire. And hopefully with Ad Infinitum, the song is going to be fire because you just know what the band are capable of. If you listen to the first album, and if you listen to the artists when they're doing the solo projects, so if you listen to Mr. Bonny do her solo projects, you just know what the actual band is as a kind of collective is just capable of. Now, we did listen to the previous song, and I'll get that title up for you as well. I think it was called Reinvented, and that song, I think I gave. I thoroughly enjoyed that song. There was a few wee bits that I wasn't expecting, and I was thoroughly surprised, and just there wasn't even much growling from Melissa. That was more just wee bursts, and their time placement of them wee bursts were just absolutely phenomenal. I think I gave the song. I'm not kind of judging it, the album as a whole, but just that song off in a whole was around about an 8.5 for me, which is really actually quite high. So I expect a lot from Ad Infinitum. I've said this many times that they are probably, to me, one of my most favourite bands at the moment, and they're highly underrated as well. They should be a lot higher than what they currently are, but that's why us reactors are trying to not even push the band out per se, but just try and give them coverage because a lot of people haven't even reacted to Ad Infinitum, and people should be. So we're just trying to not promote them in any way or anything else like that, but kind of just show you off the album in case that you may be a potential new viewer. You've watched some of rather our older videos, or if you are from another channel and you watch some of their older videos and you've discovered new music, then you found a new band. So without any further ado, let's go into Inferno. Let's go.
Can you hear me? Is there still a soul inside now? I hear the echoes of the screaming minds you tortured and left behind. Do you see the skies drawing in the skin? Or are you blind? Are you blind? Maybe it's just a game for you. Maybe it's just the way you hide the truth. How do you keep your head high? Tell me what you see in the mirror. How can you stand the presence of the devil's eyes? Always dreaming of greatness, but you're just a simple man, forsaken by the angels, staring at the gates of the inferno.
Ooh! Tell you that intro was absolutely fucking beautiful.
Keep on hurting, eventually the fire will turn around. Your ambitions and your dirty lights will all burn to the ground. Can you sleep at night, surrounded by the ghosts of those you sent underground? Maybe read more
I'm just gonna pause there and we're gonna go back, right? I'm just gonna tell you one thing, right? If I don't know if you heard it, the chorus had just ended from the first chorus, but I did say the intro to this song was before it even hit the heavy guitars was absolutely fucking beautiful. Um, right, I'm gonna say we're just over halfway through this song, right? There's been no growling so far, right? And I am about to say this, and it might come back to bite me. Oh, do I say it? Do I not? Oh, I'm gonna say it. So, from 0 to 218 of this song so far, right? But this is where we've paused. This is so far, including all of the first album and the few singles that we've heard. This has to be my favourite song so far, and I don't know why. It's just a beautiful intro, and the chorus is just catchy. It's rhythmic. It's just absolutely fantastic. The drums in this song. I'm not as a drummer. Not particularly. I'm not going to say I'm any good. Not like Nicholas over here, but I'm not too bad. And I'd show you the drums in this are absolutely phenomenal. Guitars as well. You're hearing the guitars and you're hearing the bass. They're absolutely on point. It's when it comes to ads infinitum. When you hear the music, you know it's been structured right. It's been written right. They don't do any of this. As me and Big G had when we were listening to Within Temptation. They just over everything in the mix isn't sometimes isn't right, but when you hear ad infinitum, you know the mix is going to be right. That's something that we listen for sometimes, and if it's worth mentioning, it's worth mentioning. With ad infinitum, you know you're gonna get a perfectly mixed song, and it sounds right. The song for me so far has just been probably one of my favourites of the year, and we've still got another good bit of the album to go. So I'm just gonna go back maybe. Just gonna go from here. Just pick the random time spot. So let's go. Coco Bell again. Fucking guitar solo. And Adrian just tops it right off. My fucking god, what a tune. I've got goosebumps. Goosebumps. That was, even though there's no screaming and it wasn't particularly, say, heavy in any sense, it was just one of them tunes that one of them songs that when you hear, you just know. You just know it. It doesn't matter if it's heavy or not when it comes to this channel because I like a good bit of melodic and I like a good bit of heaviness. I like them both. Songs and playlists, I've got both I like to mix my playlists actually and give them a good right mix between heavy and kind of softer. This one potentially comes between the middle of the guitars, the drums, and the bass were on fire, especially guitars. When you just heard that solo, you just heard the pitch bend, and it was just like, oh, that's kind of what started off with the goosebumps, and then the chorus at the end was just absolutely fantastic. Let me see if I can get the chorus but the end of the chorus back because I want to listen to that again, and I'm just gonna stop the recording, find it, and then we're gonna play it again because that was absolutely that on point for me that I want to listen to it again. So, but for you in a second. Right. So this chorus, let's do it because I want to listen to it again because it was just that on point. So let's go. Right. So some people that aren't Ad Infinitum fans or general, I don't really know what to say. Now, some people might not be keen on that and just saying it seems a bit simple, but sometimes it's the simpler things that are just better than when people try and make them more complicated than they should be. For me, the overalls, I can't find anything wrong with the song actually. Usually I can maybe pick one thing and go, it could have done with this, could have done with that. Maybe it wasn't just what I expected, but did say at the start, if the title has Inferno, you know the song should be, just saying that for kind of predicting what the song is, should be fire, meaning very good, and the song went over and beyond my expectations. So if this song was getting a rating, it was getting a 10. I cannot fault it in any way at all. Guitar solo on point, vocals were on point, even the wee belts during the last bit of the chorus were absolutely on point, and fantastic mixing as well, whoever mixed this song. And you just can't fault the bass, and you can't fault the drums either. They were damn on point. Nicholas Nicholas and Adrian just taking it away, Melissa, and I can't say his name technically, but I'll give it a buy. Give it a go again. It is Corbian or Cobrian, something like that. My pronunciation of names nowadays it isn't as good as it used to be, but the band absolutely fucking fantastic, and I'm just gonna do this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and see you in the next one because I'm gonna wait to listen to this one again before we do the next one. Bye bye.